Ladies and gentlemen, I have some incredible Tesla news that's absolutely mind-blowing, so you will not want to miss this. While the last few years have been tough, today is a great day for Tesla shareholders. Over the last few weeks, a lot of major events have pushed Tesla stock upwards. First, Ark Invest released a new price target for Tesla by 2029, and it's insane as always. Second, Tesla shareholders approved Elon Musk's new pay package of $56 billion. We all wanted Elon Musk to be happy and get his money, so therefore he don't take his AI innovation elsewhere. And also, the comp plan was promised to him in 2018, but we all know there was a judge in Delaware that blocked the pay package. And the reason that the judge blocked the pay package is that he deemed it too excessive. That's despite the pay package being approved by shareholders. Elon Musk responded by moving Tesla to Texas and proposing a new $56 billion pay package. Shareholders understood that this was not only fair but crucial for Tesla's future. Now let's take a look at Cathy Wood's price target for Tesla.
Elon Musk claiming victory on X, saying that shareholders have voted by a wide margin to pass two resolutions. At stake is Elon Musk's pay package and moving Tesla's legal home from Delaware to Texas. Voting is still open, we should mention. Final tally expected later today. Meanwhile, Tesla bull Cathy Wood raising her price target on the company. Ark Invest 2029 projection for the stock is now $2,600 per share. And joining us right now, first on CNBC at the table, is Cathy Wood, CEO and CIO of Ark Invest. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Andrew and Becky.
I very much want to talk about this price target, but I want to talk about this vote for just a moment.
Yes.
I know you supported his compensation
Absolutely.
package. Did you expect, and look, things can still change, but it seems like some of the big institutional shareholders broke for Musk late last night. That seems to be what's happened. Retail seemed to have broke for him earlier than that.
Yes, yes.
But were you expecting that? And what do you think, if in fact this is the verdict, if you will, or the vote, what do you expect is going to happen next? Because it doesn't seem like the game will be totally over, because this is, of course, probably going to go back to court.
Well, first of all, you broke that news about the institutions, and I was surprised, actually, and pleased. But I do think what has happened here, it really started with ESG and all of the drama around that, and it got these large index players to say, wait a minute, should we be voting all of these shares? We should be taking into account some of our clients' preferences. And so I think it's opened the topic up. It's healthy, I think, very healthy. So, but nonetheless, I was surprised.
Do you anticipate that this becomes another years-long drama, given that this will go to court? Do you imagine the judge is going to look at this vote, say that the process was fair? I mean, part of this whole situation is, she said, the original process was unfair. We've had some lawyers come on our air and say, even if shareholders vote in favor of this, a judge could still strike it down.
You know, I am not a lawyer, but I learned what was at stake, lack of transparency about relationships with the board. Well, all of that has been completely exposed, and here we're having a vote, and I think it's more overwhelming than I would have expected. So
$2,600 a share.
Yes.
Help us do the math. How do you get there? What has to happen for all of that?
When do you get there?
This is a 5-year price target, as all of ours are. And what has to happen is an autonomous taxi platform, Tesla's autonomous taxi platform. So robotaxis, which is a SaaS-like model. Instead of selling a car and maybe the software package, and that's it, this becomes a recurring revenue model, a slice of every mile driven on that autonomous taxi network. Very high margins. Right now, auto gross margins are around 16%. Gross margins in the SaaS world are more like 80%.
How big a market does that have to become for Tesla to get to the $2,600 price? The reason I ask is there are some cities that may allow this to take place. There may be geofenced areas where people are going to do this. And there's also obviously a larger view that one day these cars will be able to do everything by themselves everywhere in the country.
Yes. Well, this is the largest AI project on Earth, autonomous mobility broadly. And I think it's going to catch on as quickly as that. Now, of course, what we've had during the last 10 years is a movement toward FSD, and now we're seeing safety statistics. And I remember
full self-driving for those uninitiated.
Full self-driving. You look at the number of miles between accidents for the average car in the United States. It's about 200,000 miles. Right. You look at a Tesla without FSD, full self-driving, just autopilot. Right. It's more like 600,000 miles. With full self-driving and an older version, not even the latest, 6-9 months ago, 3.2 million miles. Tasha Keeney has done this work. You know, Volvo built a brand on safety, and I think Tesla's going to usurp.
But we're in the middle of 2024. Yeah. You're saying we get to 2029.
Yes.
And that's where that price is. I think what I'm asking is, for your base case, for this to work, and by the way, we should say that Elon Musk tweeted out, extremely challenging,
yes,
but achievable, on top of your tweet.
Yes.
When does this all have to really go into effect?
Yes, we believe that they're setting up for Robotaxis, the network, within, I would say, 1.5 to 2 years. Elon would say maybe we'll start.
But that also requires regulators to sign off on all this.
Now, regulators have an issue, and that is the auto accident rate has gone, after decades of going down with auto safety measures.
Right. Sharply. We talked to Pete Buttigieg about this yesterday. 40 to 50%. Texting is a big part of it. You know, disproportionately young people. Right. So deaths in the U.S. have gone from the low 30s. I think they got into above 40,000. So I think if regulators understand, and they do, that 85% of all traffic accidents are caused by human error. If you take the human out, you're going to make the roads Cathy,
safer.
We literally asked Pete Buttigieg, the Secretary, the Treasury of Transportation,
yes,
the Secretary of Transportation yesterday, Pete Buttigieg, about this, and he did sound like he was open to the idea as a result.
Yes.
And that's the first time I've really heard a public official who's kind of embraced it instead of saying, wait, we don't like the rise of the machine.
Absolutely. He is telegraphing that the roads ultimately are going to be much safer if you take the human being out of the equation.
A couple of weeks after Cathy Wood's interview, Tesla stock went to the moon, from the 180s to the 250s a share. And that is because of the pay package approval and amazing delivery numbers.
But let's get to Phil about.
Got the Q2 delivery numbers for Tesla, and these are better than expected. Remember, the street was expecting about 436,000 vehicles delivered worldwide in the second quarter. Tesla delivering 443,956 vehicles in the second quarter. 95% of them, as it usually is, Model 3 and Model Y. And so this is much better than was expected. Production coming in at 411,000 vehicles. 831 to be exact. So again, the reason you're seeing shares move higher, this is a better than expected number for the second quarter. Earlier today, we got Tesla's China numbers, and that had a few people a little bit nervous. Remember, China is the world's largest EV market, and therefore you want to watch it closely because it's such a big part of Tesla's overall sales around the world. In June, sales totaled 71,007 vehicles, down 24% year over year. For the second quarter, Tesla is in China, a little over 200,000 vehicles delivered. And I want to show you where Tesla is relative to BYD, because BYD's Q1 sales of electric vehicles, and we're not talking hybrids, pure electric vehicles, so you can compare those with Tesla. They came in at 426,000 vehicles. So Tesla still remains number one worldwide. And there you see VW, GM, and Geely as well. And in terms of annual sales, I'll be curious what this does to the estimate of what analysts are expecting for the full year. Right now, it's come down to 1.82 million vehicles expected to be delivered this year by Tesla. For a point of reference, it was 1.81 million last year. So essentially flat. Do analysts now say, okay, maybe we're starting to see some momentum here. Maybe we raise the full year delivery estimate. Now, as you take a look at shares of Tesla, a couple of important dates to keep in mind. July 23rd. After the bell, that's when we will get the Q2 results, and we'll see what kind of impact pricing in China has had on those Q2 results. And then on August 8th, this is the one that so many are focused on. This is when Elon Musk, he talks about the Robotaxi. What's the plan? Do they show us a vehicle? Do they give us a timeline in terms of Robotaxi being deployed? Geofenced areas all over the place. Tons of questions surrounding what they're going to say about the Robotaxi. That comes up on August 8th. But again, guys, for Q2, better than expected deliveries from Tesla.
And the short sellers got burned along the way, so they had to close their position very quickly, which ended up causing a short squeeze in Tesla stock. I think much of the Tesla bad news is now in the past. And with the Federal Reserve potentially lowering interest rate later on this year, the company is in a great position to increase sales going forward. Because with lower interest rates, customers are able to finance these electric vehicles at a cheaper monthly payment. Let me know in the comments down below if you're loading up on Tesla stock or if you're staying on the sidelines. Also, check the description down below to get some free stock with Mumu, who is a sponsor of the channel. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.